What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It is time. It is blank game week 28, and here is my team selection. Welcome back, everyone. FPL Harry here, and today we are having a look at blank game week 28, my team selection. Transfers, we'll be talking about a few of the sort of hot topics in the community. We'll be talking about captaincy, and then, my general team selection and lineup going into this week. Anything I've confirmed, what I'm waiting on as well if I haven't confirmed anything yet. If you are enjoying these videos, if you do like the channel, do not forget to smash the like button, try and hit 1,000 likes on all of these videos, and do not forget to subscribe as well. We are closing in on the target of 50,000 subscribers. Before we look at game week 28, a review of how I got on game week 27, the double game week that we all wildcarded for. The first weekend of matches didn't go that well. Ivan Toney, my captain, didn't get anything. We also had the Solly March, controversial Solly March goal, not given, and then given but not given in FPL. But finally, I am recording at about 10 o'clock in the evening on Wednesday after all the matches have taken place. It has been a fantastic night of FPL for me. David Raya picks up his clean sheet. Estupinan also picking up a clean sheet in there, along with Rico Henry as well. Into midfield, we had an assist for Mitoma, we had a goal for Solly March, and we had a goal and assist for Ivan Toney. We're looking like we're going to end the game week on 105 points. There's a little bit of close bonus points going on between the likes of Solly March and Estupinan, so it might be 104 or 106, but it looks like 105 is where we're going to be. And that has given me a fantastic green arrow from 1.7k all the way up to just inside the top 1.3, 1.2k as well. Very close to creeping inside the top 1,000. I need a good game week 28. The bench did score points. We knew the bench was going to score points, and I'm sure for a lot of you as well, the bench scored points. Martinelli got an 8. Zinchenko got a 6. It's okay. There's a decent amount of points on there, but it didn't break the 20-point barrier that I look at when I'm trying to play my bench boost. So I still think game week 29 looks like the right choice. It's a good game week for me. I'm happy with how it's gone. Just before we dive into the final part of this team selection video, this video is very kindly sponsored by Ridge. Ridge make very stylish wallets and key cases as well. They are very slim, they are very lightweight, they look really nice, fit very easily in your pocket as well. Not only that, they have RFID technology built in, which means those digital pickpocketers, whether you're aware or not, people are able to scan your cards through your pockets, through your usual leather wallets. The technology built into the Ridge wallets will stop that from happening. Not only that, Ridge are celebrating a 10-year anniversary with 50,000 5-star reviews. If you want to get up to 40% off before the 24th of March, use the link www.ridge.com/FPL Harry. That is www.ridge.com/FPL Harry before the 24th of March. Not only that, you have a lifetime warranty on the cards and a 99-day money-back guarantee. I really like mine. It was a quick switch for my old worn out wallet. So let me know what you think. Let's dive back into this team selection. So, of course, game week 28 is a blank game week, and there's going to be a lot of questions about how many players do you think. So I put a few polls out on Twitter, which got over 3,000 votes in each of the polls, and these are the responses as we go into doing this video. The first one I asked is, are you going to use free transfers? Are people going to be taking hits? Are there going to be a lot of free hits being played? 11% of respondents said they're going to play a chip, either the free hit or the wild card. I imagine the majority of those are going to be the free hit. 70% of people are just using their free transfers this week. 16% are taking a -4, with 5% taking a -8 or worse in terms of hits. So the majority of people will just be using their free transfers. And in terms of how many players people are going to be having out in game week 28, 8 or less is very few, less than 10%. Most people looking like they're going to put either 10 or 11, a full 11 players out. The average player putting out just over 10 players as well. So you are needing to be aiming for either 10 or 11 this week. If you have 9, and they are a strong 9, because there will be some of those 10 or 11 having the likes of an Everton defender in there. They might be having a Wolves option. They might be having a Leeds option as well. So don't worry if you don't have the full, if they're a strong 10 or 11, but I would be aiming for that. In terms of when I would play the free hit, would probably be if I have 7 or less, I'd potentially consider the free hit. But if you've got 8 or more, it's not worth playing that chip. So in terms of transfers, now I did speak about potentially selling Estupinan, and he does blank this week. Now the double in game week 29 is nice. Brentford at home, Bournemouth away. You would ideally see a clean sheet in there for him, but he does blank this week. And the defenders I bring in for him all have an extra fixture this week and then double next week. So the chances of Estupinan outscoring any of these three defenders over the next 2 game weeks does feel quite slim. You'd probably predict 1 clean sheet for Brighton in the next 2 game weeks, 2 matches in theory that they've got. And all the defenders I've got here in Matty Cash, in Fabian Schär and Chilwell, you'd probably expect a minimum of 1 clean sheets for the 3 of them over the next 2 game weeks as well. Plus you get the extra appearance points. So I am potentially looking at the sideways moves, given I have 2 free transfers and just under 6 million to spend on my squad as well. Estupinan is not great. Game week 30 he has Tottenham. Game week 31 he has Chelsea. There might be a double in there, but I could also look to bring him back in when that double does get announced. So although I like him as an option, he did get bonus points. He did get a clean sheet in the second part of game week 27. I do like the replacements. Now, Matty Cash, Bournemouth at home is the best this week, but I think going forward is the weakest of the options. Fabian Schär does have that goal threat. I'm still a bit up in the air about how I feel about the Newcastle defence at the moment. I do already have a double up, and it is really Ben Chilwell that I'm looking at. I do also have Kepa in goal, but Chilwell and Kepa will be very highly owned this week. 3 home fixtures as well for Chelsea in the next 3, and they are very, very good at home compared to how their form is away at the moment. So I do like Estupinan to Chilwell, despite Estupinan clean sheet tonight and a decent double as well. The other potential transfer, it is Erling Haaland. I am going to spend a little bit of time about why you should consider selling Haaland, why you maybe should, why you maybe shouldn't. If I sell Haaland and Estupinan this week with my 2 free transfers, I'm pretty much booking in a -4 going into next week. However, of course, Erling Haaland has a blank this week and Liverpool at home next week. Whereas all the strikers that we're looking at bringing in, particularly Watkins and Havertz, I think are the 2 community ones that are very popular at the moment, have 3 games over the next 2 game weeks. So they have an extra 2 fixtures on top of them. Plus, of course, Haaland has a Liverpool fixture. Now, Liverpool have been pretty mixed. They're not looking very good away from home. So maybe you do consider keeping Erling Haaland if you think you can get maybe a couple of returns in that Liverpool fixture. However, if you are just playing basically a fixtures, a numbers game, then selling him for one of these to put an extra fixture out next week, have an extra doubler in next week, and then bring him back in game week 30. A lot of us with Ivan Toney will also be looking to sell Ivan Toney in and around that time. Ivan Toney picked up his 9th yellow card tonight in the Brentford game week 27 fixture, which means he's 1 yellow card away from suspension. So if he doesn't pick it up in game week 28, chances are he'll get it in one of the 2 in game week 29, seeing how many yellow cards he gets. So Toney up to Haaland in game week 30 would make a lot of sense anyway. So you do have an easy route back to him if you do have Ivan Toney. Now, I'm looking at Watkins and I'm looking at Kai Havertz. I feel like I've been burned too many times by Kai Havertz to go back there, but it is the home fixtures that I really, really like. Ollie Watkins doubling game week 29, Chelsea away, Leicester away is looking quite difficult on paper, but they have a fantastic fixture at home to Bournemouth in game week 28 and at home to Nottingham Forest in game week 30. It might depend about future prospects. Chelsea still being in the Champions League does put me off Havertz a little bit. It might depend on who they get in the draw this Friday before I decide who to go and bring in, just because if they get an easy draw and we think they're going to progress a long way in the Champions League, it might mean that further down the line Havertz becomes an issue, whereas Watkins is going to be safe from rotation. And then finally, before we look at my lineup, we're going to have a look at captaincy for game week 28. Harry Kane is the #1 captaincy from the poll I put out. Over 60% of you, so basically 2/3 of you, are going to be captaining him. A lot of the others are going to be looking at Arsenal mid, whether it's Saka, whether it's Odegaard, Martinelli, and then a few of you looking potentially to go elsewhere, maybe a Chelsea option, maybe you look at a Newcastle option as well. So Harry Kane is the one that I spoke about in my transfer plans video, likely to be my captain going into game week 28. Think that's going to be where it ends up, especially given the 2 goals that he did score in game week 27. Although that was a home fixture, I still fancy him away at Southampton. Southampton do not look good at the moment. I do think Harry Kane can get something in there, especially given I have 2 Arsenal midfielders. I feel like I've covered Arsenal well enough. So before any moves, this is how my team for game week 28 is lining up. It is the 4, in theory, 4-4-2, but 4-2-2 because I have 2 blank players in there. I do think I'm going to make 2 transfers. I have not confirmed anything yet. I will have to confirm it on my deadline stream because I do want to see the Chelsea Champions League draw before I decide on what to do with Haaland. And if I do go and get Chilwell, if I do go and get Kai Havertz as well, because I'm hoping for... Well, as a Chelsea fan, I'm hoping for an easy draw, but it might mean they're a bit of an issue further down the line. So I do think I'm going to make those 2 transfers and bring in Ben Chilwell and bring in Kai Havertz as well. It doesn't change captaincy, doesn't change vice captaincy. Harry Kane captain, Martinelli vice captain as well. It will be a 5-2-3. I think the first time ever in FPL I'm going to be playing this formation. Let me know what you think. Would you make both these transfers? Would you keep Haaland? Any questions you have in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about my team. Any questions about your team as well. Thank you all so much for watching. As a reminder, we're going to try and hit 1,000 likes on the video. Good luck in Game Week 28 when it does come around. There will be a deadline stream though to get all your questions answered live. Turn on those notifications and subscribe if you have not already, and I'll be back again very soon.